You wake up on a morning assuming that all Nigerians who come over to the UK for their master's degree program do not actually need that degree. That's ridiculous, right? Very, very ridiculous. But hey, I'm not here to judge anyone. You already know by now what is trending out there. The internet is agog. The Twitter space is on fire. People are literally coming for the guy in question. Okay, for those who do not already know, a Nigerian guy by the name Emdee Tiamiyu granted an interview with the BBC talking about immigration stuff and how Nigerians do not really need some of the things they claim to need badly. But only do all that, for migration. And this has got a lot of Nigerians talking expectedly. Some believe that was a derogatory comment. Others think that he didn't even have the right to assume. I mean, you can only hear for a few stories, but that is not enough to generalize and think that all Nigerians who come over to the UK do not need their degrees. Now, this brings me to this issue of content creation, which is apparently the in thing right now. Everyone wants to be on the social media space to do something, talk about something, document their lives, to get by. Whatever reason you have for being a content creator is valid, all right? But can we just be reasonable enough to know the kind of content that we put out there, all in the name of fame, all in the name of making money just for views and likes? I mean, it's really crazy. People go as far as putting out their nakedness out there in the name of content creation. And I ask myself, what exactly is happening in the world today? Because I don't get it. I'm not digressing, guys. I'm still coming back to Emdee Tiamiyu. Because I can bet with you, I can bet you right now that he's not having it funny at all. His family is going to be traumatized and stigmatized. They definitely will be stigmatized. If he has a wife already, I think he does have a wife. I pity that woman, because in this case, she's an accomplice. I headed to our YouTube channel. When things like this trend on YouTube, you'll find different links to, some of the sources where you can get first-hand information. So I got a link on TikTok and I went to the wife's YouTube channel. Very quiet person, a faceless YouTube channel is what she runs. And now the guy who wants to be out there, who needs the fame so badly and would do anything just so he could gain some cheap popularity and fame. And to even think that this guy is a professional who is probably in the UK to also search for greener pastures. No one is saying that you should not do whatever you want to do on the social media, but can we just be reasonable and be sensitive, especially? I don't pity the guy at all. See, when I see some comments and I put those comments side by side, the guy's comment on BBC of that interview, I actually do not pity him one bit. The ones I pity are those around him, the wife and the kids. Let's even leave the kids out of this. But the wife is going to be traumatized because some Nigerians don't smile at all. When issues like this arise, they put it on their head. They put it on their head and they will go all out. I've seen people who sold all they have, saving up aggressively to relocate to the UK. I have seen parents who borrow heavily to send their kids out there in the UK for academic purposes. I mean, genuinely. So it was a fallacious statement. I call it fallacious, right? For him to have spoken on behalf of many Nigerians, thousands and thousands of Nigerians who probably are on this journey already or aspiring to one day get on the journey, advancing their academics in the UK. Now, a lot of them are now on the spot. The UK has just given some, new laws out, made an announcement that there will be stricter laws on the student visa route right now. And coming at the time this decision is being reviewed or processed, it's really not a good thing for Nigerians. And I just hope that Nigerians will find it at least in their hearts to forgive the guy, because I I know he did mess up. I mean, there's nothing to say than to just admit that the guy messed up big time. He messed up. And I know by now he's already regretting that he made such statement. I can bet it. It's even more disappointing because the guy in question is resident in the UK. And from information I gathered on the social media, most of which may not be true, I have not confirmed any of this information, but from what I have gathered so far, he newly got in the UK as an IT specialist, So you just got to a country and you're trying to find your footing, and the next thing you can do is throw your brethren, your fellow countrymen under the bus. Nigerians. And I understand that we need information. I also have one or two videos on YouTube that have really been helpful to me, that have really, given me some very vital information about certain issues. But this Japan, UK, especially UK is not the only country now. UK is not the only country. People go to Poland, people go to Finland, people go to Austria. The kind of information we put out there on migrating, relocation to the UK, especially as content creators, is a little too much sometimes. And we may not know this, but we are unconsciously putting Nigeria on the spot, highlighting our weaknesses, highlighting our shortcomings, making this prominent, on the social media space. We go to TikTok, go to Snapchat, you will see these things everywhere. Everywhere. Hacks in the UK, things people have been doing before now that nobody knew about, that were done under wraps, under the cover. Such information are now everywhere. People are now just sharing information, not because they really care, but because they want to make some money off it. Yes, we have people who do care. A YouTuber, of course, who puts out content is doing that so they can get money. It's sort of symbiotic in, this relationship. It's kind of transactional, symbiotic. You gain, I gain. I give information in return, I make money off YouTube. But let us be humane. If you know a piece of information would do more harm than good, can you just withhold or ask people to have a one-on-one with you instead of putting it on a public platform? The internet never forgets, guys. The internet never forgets. And that's why I fear for this MD guy that spewed rubbish on BBC. I really pity him, because 10, 20, 30 years to come, Nigerians will dig out that video. You'll be shocked. You'll be amazed. They will dig it out and show him, or show his children maybe, or show somebody close to him, or maybe he wants to run for office. They will dig it out and start, using it against him. So that's why it's a big lesson to all of us. We should learn from this. When you want to talk in public, you process the information you're putting out there before you open your mouth and start talking, because you can speak English. Because you can speak English, you think you can just come on social media, or you can come on national television and start talking nonsense upon nonsense that will put other people in danger, endanger their lives and their ambition and career. Now, this work visa that people are still trying to manage with, I know someday somebody will still come out to cast it. And by then, I have not seen the full video, but I heard somewhere that this guy actually went as far as saying that some Nigerians arrange marriage, so they are total strangers, have arranged the wedding so they can migrate together as a couple to the UK. I mean, he did too much. He did too much in that interview. I mean, that was too much. It wasn't diplomatic enough. It was just giving out raw information. So in communication, sometimes it's better to be diplomatic. So the big lesson here is emotional intelligence is very, very important. Even if you're not working for anyone, it could be hard for people who are naturally impulsive. You get, so people are impulsive naturally. It could be learned. It's an art that can be learned. Emotional intelligence, very, very important. The guy lacked it, and that's why he's in this mess. So, guy, MD, next time you will learn how to process your information or your words before you spew them. I know you have learned a lesson. Okay, guys. I'll see you later. Thank you for watching this video. Please kindly like this video, share, and comment. God bless you guys. I love you. Bye.